A lot of new clients have been coming to me lately, either leaving their current PPC agency, whether that's a fully automated software company or a much bigger agency that is a little hands off. And a very common thread that I've been having when I take over these new accounts is that a lot of people think that all PPC is created equal. So with a lot of automated softwares and algorithms, they will use the same formula for every single account. Everything that me and my team do is still manual. So yes, we do bulk uploads, bid adjustments, and automate stuff, but it's manually automated based on the account. So I just want to show you guys that with a little bit of hands-on management, there's different goals that you should be achieving in PPC because every single account is different. So I want to walk you through 3 very different accounts and just show you that, again, with a little bit of tweaking, you can get to where you want to get to. So I'm going to dive right in here. This first account right here, biggest account I'm going to go over, right? So I have year-to-date data, and then I have 2020 year-to-date through the end of October. So I do have September through here, but this total sales is through October. And then I have overall growth, 22% year-to-date. Now, these guys were using one of the big fully automated software companies in the beginning of the year. And they were growing, they were seeing big numbers. You can see here that we had a much higher tacos for the first 3 months of the year. I came on in April, okay? So these guys, they wanted to grow. Obviously, they're a big account. They're going to do over 10 million this year, right? And their tacos is about 5%. But first 3 months of the year, they were saying, hey, these numbers are great. We're almost hitting $1 million a month. But this 6%, this is not profitable for us. We can't maintain at this level. And the software, they couldn't react to this. They kept spending more. They kept upping bids because they were just going for growth. But they didn't realize that you can grow with less spend sometimes if you're a big seller. So I came in April, set very hard budgets for the top sellers and for the slow sellers, right? And look at this. In February, they did 845 at 7%. A few months later when I came on, we did the same exact amount of sales with 4.5% tacos because halfway through the month, I was checking with them. How's your inventory? How's your growth? That's really it. A lot of PPC is talking with the client and saying, hey, are you going to run out of this? Should we stop spending? Should we set hard budgets? And year to date, we're up 22% from last year, and tacos is still under 5%. Now, sure, if they kept growing at this level, they might have seen 30% growth, but that profitability would not have been there for them. So this has been very, very tight, and we're keeping budgets low. Next example here that I want to dive into, okay, is growth. This one, you can see year to date, we've more than doubled sales for them, right? And they are going after growth. They've launched a couple of new products, but they're okay to push heavily. So this one, we've had a 5% jump in tacos, and that's been the goal. So for this account, what we do is we set very specific budget goals for every single product. They have some products at 20% tacos, some of them at 10. But the biggest thing with this account is every product has a different life cycle. So they have some best sellers where we have dialed down spending because they rank so well organically. Okay? So yes, they're still growing at a very good rate, but we have profitability levels set different for every product. Some of the bigger guys, again, they'll put the same set of rules for every single ASIN. That's not the case. These guys have one SKU that does most of their sales. We have a completely different strategy for that SKU than we do for the new SKUs, right? We're managing them separately. It's never one size fits all for PPC. I want to keep repeating that. And I always like to show you guys a smaller account because I know a lot of you are smaller sellers and I want to jump into these numbers right here. This one, year to date, that got 58% growth. Pretty healthy, right? and a 3% jump in tacos. Now this is kind of right in line with accounts of this size. A lot of people think, oh, as I grow, I need to keep my tacos at the same level. And what they do is they keep the same target ACOS and the same tacos month over month and year over year. You have to know that if you're a smaller seller like this, you're gonna have to keep paying more. It's just kind of the name of the game, right? So this one, a 3% jump year over year with the 58% growth is great, right? It's not crazy aggressive. We've even dialed it down a little bit the past few months. I'm just trying to show you guys this consistency, right? I come into so many accounts and a new PPC manager or a new software will pause everything. They'll create all new campaigns. They'll start from scratch. This tacos will go from 20 to 40% to 10% because they're making such drastic changes. Talk with your clients, right? And get on the same page and make small tweaks throughout the year and just know what you're trying to go after. If your product is good enough, it will keep growing and you can make small changes to get to the level that you want to be at. So I hope this helps know that, PPC is definitely getting harder, but with a hands-on team, it's easily managed and you can work with the client to get to the numbers you want to get to.